Detective Hercule Poirot? Ah, Chief Commissioner. On the contrary, it is a most convenient time. The safe passage of a painting?
I rented Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot, The London Case on the Nintendo Switch. Why? Honestly, after playing it, I'm having a hard time coming up with an answer to that question. Maybe I really wanted to go back and play a point-and-click adventure game. Maybe it's been a while since I've seen any of David Suchet's Hercule films. Maybe my brain just wanted to give me an easy rental video to produce. Either way, I finished the game and my reaction is... The London Case is a point-and-click adventure game that puts you in control of everyone's favorite Agatha Christie detective, Hercule Poirot. Hercule finds himself in London chasing down the mystery of the stolen painting, deciding who is guilty from a laundry list of egomaniacal Victorian stereotypes. Who will it be? Is it this guy? Or this lady? Or perhaps even you, the viewer? I don't know. Well, I do, since I beat the game. It was the dog. Let's take a minute to talk about the positives of this game. It was short. Now on to the negatives. I don't think I need to tell you this far into the video that the animations in this game are atrocious. The characters move stiffly, the game routinely goes behind characters when they talk so you don't see their horrible jaw movements, and oftentimes their lips don't even move when they're speaking. The game also glitched out a few times with progression being halted until I rebooted it entirely. To say that the London Case is a low-budget game is an understatement. I think this game was built on 3 interns and a sheet pizza. The loading times are especially bad on the Switch. Every time you change areas, you're looking at roughly a 40 to 45 second loading screen, reminding me that I really have been spoiled by the PlayStation 5. This brings the game to a grinding halt whenever you have to navigate through multiple areas in a row, and in the later chapters I'm pretty sure it almost doubles the playtime. There are frame rate issues that cause the game to chug pretty regularly in open areas, a surprise for a game that looks like this. And I'm pretty sure it has more to do with the developer giving no time or budget to actually optimize the game, as opposed to individual programmer incompetence. One thing I did notice is that the game gets a lot more narrow in the back half. The number of visitable areas diminishes to 1 or 2 at a time, many of them aren't even explorable, and simply kick you out after talking to the character in them. And there's a whole lot less going on overall. You really get the impression that they ran out of budget in the 3rd act and had to wrap up really fast to put something out. As a point-and-click adventure game, the London Case feels far behind the times. Game mechanics aren't here that I don't think qualify as recent, like giving the player a run toggle and not forcing them to watch Hercule walk around barren levels to reach the 1 or 2 interactive parts at the back at a frustratingly low speed. The logic behind matching clues together is often nonsensical, and the game doesn't even acknowledge when you get questions wrong, but simply just has you choose again until you pick the right button. Not very engaging. The London Case is aggressively mediocre, and thankfully it only took me about 6 hours to beat without using a guide. I honestly believe it would be closer to 5 hours without the time I spent running around trying to figure out the one thing I didn't interact with to progress, and closer to 3 hours if you don't count the massive loading times and how often you have to travel between areas. And the story isn't that engaging, thanks in part to the poorly animated characters putting out the kind of enthusiasm you'd see at a high school puppet show sponsored by Ambien. The voice acting isn't terrible though. It's not great, just not bad. Should you buy it? At $30? Hell no. Should you rent it? I'm also going to say no. If you're really interested, wait until this is at least in the sub $10 bargain bin, and for God's sakes, don't buy it on the Switch. Like and subscribe for more videos.